Hello, welcome to HBM's Crypto Corner for Wednesday, November 10th, 2021. We have a couple of things to talk about, so let's get started. First of all, Malcolm Smith is musing about a 1983 case of a possible sea serpent. He says he considers sea serpents more credible than lake monsters. And the reason he gives is the sea is vast and we move across it with noisy vessels along narrow sea lanes. Anything could be there. Lakes are small, and what lives there ought to be seen a lot more often. And up to the Second World War, it was respectable to see and report sea serpents, often uncritically. And this was in the digitalized files of Australian newspapers for Australian and foreign sea serpents. However, once the war started, people had much more important things to talk about. And after that date, although it has become respectable to see and report lake monsters, reports of sea serpents dropped off dramatically, but they still turn up. 1983, on Halloween, sea serpent sighting took place at Stinson Beach, north of San Francisco. Incident involved several witnesses, 5 of whom were members of a construction crew repairing Highway 1 on a Marin County cliffside overlooking the sea. Shortly before 2 p.m., according to Stephen Rubenstein of the San Francisco Chronicle, who interviewed the witnesses, a flagman named Gary saw the unidentified animal swimming towards the cliff. He called Matt Ratto, another crew member, on his two-way radio, telling him to get his binoculars. Now, they weren't the only witnesses. There was a truck driver who said the sucker was going 45 to 50 miles an hour. It was clipping. It was boogieing. It looked like a long eel. So, a very interesting report from 1983, almost 40 years ago. Are there sea serpents off the coast of California? That's a good question. Apparently, it looks like there was in 1983. Article from Nick Redfern about a chupacabra investigation he embarked on in 2004 in Puerto Rico. Now, there are those who say, well, there's chupacabra in the United States as well. I think those are actually not rabid, but what's the word I'm looking for? Mangy coyotes or mangy dogs. This is more traditional look of a chupacabra. Lady named Norca, who had a chupacabra encounter in 1975, long before the beast was believed to have been roaming around the island. Said it was around 4 to 5 feet in height. Nick Redfern's companion, Jonathan Downs. Wait, it had wings? This thing had wings? Really? A flying chupacabra? Now that's something I've never heard of. That means it must have flown away. It flew away from the witness. Wow. That's the first I've ever heard of a flying chupacabra. And she created a full-color painting of the creature she encountered and gave it to Nick Redfern. This is fascinating. It really is. It's absolutely fascinating. And that's going to do it for this week. I want to thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are the heart of the show. I always say that, but I always mean it. And I'll continue to do this as long as you guys want me to. And hey, until next week, y'all be good or be good at. This is HBM's Crypto Corner.